Hi, I'm Hannah Wallace, and you're watching Finextra TV at Cybos. Welcome to this three-part thought leadership series, finding new ways to operate and transform financial services with machine learning. In this series, we'll be learning about how financial institutions, both legacy and startups, are increasingly investing in AI and machine learning as key components for business transformation. To kick things off, however, and to talk us through how compute power has become more accessible, giving companies the ability to harness the cloud and use AI and machine learning tools to tackle new issues, is Mark Smith, Worldwide Head of Business and Market Development for Payments at Amazon Web Services. So, hello, Mark. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
No problem at all. So, to start things off, can you tell us about the industry trends you're seeing around machine learning with your financial service customers? Let's start there.
Yeah, sure. So most customers I talk to are focused primarily on two areas. One is delivering the most value to their customers, and related to that, doing so in a very frictionless and secure customer experience. And how to apply machine learning to address their business challenges is really becoming the most common conversation that I'm having these days. And more specifically, if you look at the customer journey, everything from customer onboarding to credit decisioning, personalization of products and services, as well as fraud prevention, machine learning is really touching every step in that customer journey. And we see financial institutions using tools like computer vision, optical character recognition, or OCR, natural language processing, or NLP, to help really automate their workflows that used to be manual. They're also leveraging alternative data sets or unstructured data, things like social media data as well, to really layer on machine learning on top of that data to better assess risk of their customers. So we've got customers like Affirm, WeLend, and Credit Vidya that are doing this today, and they're able to serve a new customer segment that really didn't have access to traditional banking services in the past because they didn't have a formal credit history. We see the same in fraud prevention. So we've got customer like New Data Security that are actually using behavioral biometrics. Using how somebody holds their phone or how quickly they type or even how much pressure they're putting on the keyboard to authenticate customers, to truly authenticate them and tell whether you are the person who's accessing your account.
All right, so what impact, if any then, has COVID-19 had on your customers' journey to implementing machine learning workloads? What do you think?
Yeah. So COVID-19 has really accelerated the conversation about cloud and new technologies with our customers, specifically how financial institutions can use these tools to drive innovations. So a lot of the conversations we're having with these customers focuses on how they can realize value from machine learning quickly using ML applications. For example, in response to COVID-19, several large commercial banks have developed chatbots leveraging Amazon Lex, which is the chatbot service that uses the same underlying technology as Amazon Alexa to address consumers' coronavirus safety tips. And because Amazon Lex is a pre-trained service, these banks are able to deploy these chatbots in production within a week or two. Another example is Cabbage, which you're going to hear from shortly. They were able to actually build out an automated workflow to process small business loan applications offered by the US government and go from POC into production in as quickly as 2 weeks by leveraging an AI text extraction service called Amazon Text Track. So I think that the biggest impact of COVID is that customers are now focused on areas where machine learning can add value and add value quickly. And they're really leveraging AI services to achieve that.
And finally, I want to hear a bit about the challenges around machine learning that financial institutions might be facing and having to work through. What hurdles are still left to jump?
Yeah, so the primary challenges that we're seeing is that customers are trying to figure out how to deploy machine learning models to production quickly, but also securely. And going back to what we discussed earlier, one solution is for financial institutions to leverage pre-built AI services so that the heavy lifting of the machine learning aspect, like text extraction or object detection, is done by the AI service. So customers can simply incorporate these services into their existing workflow via API call. And these pre-built AI models don't require machine learning expertise, which we're hearing is really helpful for some of our customers. Now, for some more custom models where the customers are building machine learning models using their own proprietary data sets, financial institutions are looking to enable their data scientists, again, to experiment and deploy models into production quickly, but to do so in a well-governed and secure data science environment. And you're going to hear more about practical machine learning examples directly from our customers. From a fintech perspective, we have Cabbage, and for an enterprise view, we have Broadridge.
Brilliant. Well, I look forward to those, but thank you so much for setting the scene for us today. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. My pleasure.